Welcome back to our Nioh 2 100% walkthrough. In this episode we'll be doing a sub-mission that's called Dark Omens. There's 3 Kodamas that we need to collect on this stage. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video. So we have a shrine straight off the bat here. Gonna pop a level up. 1 into dexterity. So just to show you how we're looking at the moment, we've got 8 constitution, 11 skill, 17 dex, and 8 magic. I also want to point out that you may have access to titles at this point as well. So at the top we can press titles, and there's 2 main types. We're going to press on obtain prestige from titles. Then you have the Agyo points, and you have Ungyo points as well. This just helps increase our character's stats and stuff. So what we'll do on this one, we'll be focusing on stuff like Amrita earned, and then we'll go for Other Realm Resistance. This one we've got 14 points. We'll go for Ninjutsu Power, Key Recovery Speed, Key, Elixir Efficiency, Life. And then I think we just cycle through those. So Key Recovery Speed, Key, Ninjutsu Power, Elixir Efficiency, Life. That should do the trick. Helps make us a little bit stronger. And then we'll push on forward. We've got those 3 Kodamas to collect and a bunch of treasure. So let's get cracking through the stage. Headshot these guys from afar, you don't have to fight them. And we have a Kodama just up ahead. Some guys in this house here, so feel free to give them the old 1-2. There we go, that sorts those out. I've got an item in the corner there, so grab that. And a Kodama is hidden just behind these boxes there, so grab that Kodama. Let's push on forward. A few more enemies up here. Try and get them with ranged if possible. I think that guy was about to sound an alarm there actually, so just watch out for that guy. This enemy will hit like a truck with that giant axe, so just be aware of that. Okay, so that kind of clears that. I think there might be an item knocking about behind the back. Grab that. Pick up some spirit stones. I actually forgot about spirit stones. Make sure to use those and you can grab some levels up and stuff by using your spirit stones for the Amrita. There's a bunch of enemies in this area. These guys can pack a punch, so watch out for these. What we'll do, we'll head this way first, and we'll come back down. There's 2 different ways that you can approach this this boss essentially. So you can go this way up here, or you can go around the way that we just saw as well. So we'll have to scout out both ways to make sure we get all the Kodamas. So first of all, we'll go this way. And we'll clear out the yokai from this realm. I think there's some enemies knocking about in this grass and stuff, so just watch out for them. There's one there, apparently we got a headshot, so sounds good to me, I'll take it. There as well, that should take him out. Just keep in mind that we are in a dark realm at this point, so the yokai are going to be stronger, a lot stronger. I got him with 2 sacred arrows there, and just back up. You can just throw your kunai and your shurikens and stuff. Kunai are more powerful than shurikens, so feel free to use kunai if you want to. There you go, that takes him out. Grab his soul core as well. A couple of items and stuff we can grab from around here. The enemy up the top of there. What we'll do, I think we'll go and approach that enemy from a different angle, because underneath here is not ideal, so we'll do a lap around. We'll head up these stairs, and you can sort of like cut in left through there. There we go, and that's your second Kodama. Just here. Item here, and I think there's an item just down below as well, so we'll grab that. And then we can approach sort of like the boss arena from the other side. You can essentially go up that way, and it will lead you to the boss. Enemy at the top of the stairs. Don't think we'll make it up in time. That was quite a... There you go. Just be careful of that enemy because he hits like an absolute truck. Boss arena is just through there, but we need to go and get the other Kodama first, so let's go do that. I'm going to head around here. Quite a few enemies knocking about. I'm going to go for the sacred arrow on this guy. There's quite a lot of damage to them. Ideally, I'm going to try and focus on one at a time. Try and not aggro too many, but there we go. Using these rocks here as cover. Their ranged attacks can really hurt like that. There we go. I think there might be an enemy that kind of like throws something down a hill at us, or like rolls something down a hill. I'm not sure if it's this particular variation of this mission or a different one. We've got a yokai just up here, so we're going to prep for that with the purification talisman. We're in high stance. Hopefully we'll get a horn break. We did. And key depletion, so we can critical strike. And we can back up and then just kunai away. There we go. Soul core there as well. Feel free to use these blue graves to summon allies and stuff. Item just up here, so let's grab that. I think we can get a shortcut if memory serves. Somewhere down here, but I think there is some enemies knocking about. Ideally, I just try and headshot those guys because saves the hassle. And shortcut. I'm not going to rest at the shrine because I don't want to reset the enemies at this point, so we'll just keep cracking through. I think there's a Kodama up to the left at this point, so let's go over here. Just be careful because I think something might get rolled down the hill. Or maybe it's a different variation of this stage, we'll find out in a moment. A couple of enemies knocking about there. Headshot them if possible. Yeah, giant boulder, so just stick to the side. You can actually shoot this guy in the eye. You know, it's a bit of a pain to get it, but you can shoot him in the eye. Kind of drops down to his knees like that for a little bit. Use your shuriken and your kunai. Don't forget you've also got your yokai abilities, so you can technically like throw an Enki spear at him like that. Obviously your yokai abilities will cost you your magic, but we did get a soul core there as well, so you use some magic to throw the Enki spear, which was the right trigger and X. But then we picked up the soul core, which basically restored our magic anyway, so it was essentially a free Enki use. This guy's got some serious range on him. There we go. I think the last Kodama of this stage is just up to the left. Somewhere over here. Yeah, here we go. That's all three for this stage. And this is just going to lead us back up to that boss room that we kind of almost got to a little bit earlier. Range this guy. I'm going to go for a sacred arrow because I think he's got a lot of health. Not sure if we'll be able to get him from there. Just going to back up. Standard arrow for the next enemy because I don't think he's too powerful. Just trying to get him to shoot, but I don't think he's going to bother, so we'll just shoot him. So coming up to this boss fight, I probably would recommend resting at a shrine at first before going into it. We just got some mage's locks there, so and the mage's locks automatically used, so we've got some skill points to use. We probably should check those quite soon. There's a scampus just hidden in that corner, but we'll just wait for the scampus for just 1 second. It's probably worth trying to rest at a shrine first, then going to get the scampus, then going into the boss fight itself. So we've cleared this area out. Boss is just through there, but we want to just check our skills and stuff first before we jump into it. We've got the shrine just here. So, have a look at some of our items and skills and stuff before we go in. We've got some spirit stones, so we might as well just smash through those spirit stones real quick. Use all those. I got some more there. And then look at our skills. Ninjutsu. What we shall aim for is we'll go for the flaming feathers there, so we're going to be heading in that direction to grab those. We'll also need some poison stuff a little bit later as well, so we'll go for this one here, the Golnut Broth. I'll do for now. Got a samurai point to use. Going to grab that one for now. So we've got all the basic stuff. Shiflin points. Reduces the penalty to your key recovery speed while in the dark realm by 15%. So that's really useful. We'll bag that. Some on Nioh magic. I'm going to level up Purification Talisman and level up Purification Talisman again. That's pretty much the main magic thing that we're going to be using really from on Nioh magic. There are some other things that you can bag a little bit later on when you sort of like push out this skill tree a little bit, but that's fine for now. Just the Purification Talisman. I'm just going to get the basic ore for the Surigami. Got another prestige point, so we'll go for key. That'll do. And then we can rest to restore our items. We can also level up. So we'll go for 20 dexterity at this point. Ready Jitsu. See what's going off over here. So we have access to a few more things at this point. What we'll do, have a look. We've got 12, 10, some smoke bombs, some poison. Could ready up the poison. I don't tend to use it. I usually use purification really, but I suppose if we run out of purification talismans, then we can use the broth instead. So we'll just whack that on there for now. That should do the trick. Definitely check your gear and stuff before going into this boss as well. So if we've got a slightly more powerful Kasurigami, probably worth switching to that. I think we've got one here that's a bit more powerful, so let's whack that on. If you've got any other shinobi gear that's a better level or slightly higher level and stuff, then just double check your shinobi stuff. I don't think we do. No. In fact, we've got better. Just check the differences. Ninjutsu power is 7 on this one. Defense is 28. There's not really too much difference, to be totally honest, between those. Just keep the original ones on. Oh, I've got another one here actually. 28 ninjutsu power 7. That'll do for now. We'll just whack that one on. And it's coming up to a boss fight, so you don't need your treasure sensor and Kodama sensor. So once again, if you want to switch those like specifically for the boss itself, then feel free to pop those on. I've just gone for medicine case for ninjutsu power and pipe for some key increase. Other than that, we should be good to go. Let's go. Feel free to summon players from the shrine if you want to, or summon players using the blue grave. Bear in mind that enemies would have respawned because you rested at the shrine. I think there's one more around this corner. There was. What we'll do is we'll use some sacred water, potentially some salt, and purification talisman, kunai, and shuriken. So we'll pop on a couple of things before we jump in. So purification talisman and sacred water. Then we'll jump in for it. Don't forget you've got your yokai form as well. Burst counter there. Just be careful because he just pack a punch. Watch out for his grabs, roll back. Basically just tanked the critical there in exchange for our burst counter. I can grab that stuff. So sometimes it is worth dodging out of the way of the burst counter and just like double tapping A to kind of like roll away. Or like what we did was basically tank the critical strike and just exchanged it for a burst counter of our own. So it is worth doing that as well. But just keep in mind with this ninja build, it'll probably take you about 2 or 3 hits to actually be killed. So just be careful with that and taking your hits and stuff. So try and stay back. You could also use your kunai and your shuriken. So we've hardly used any kunai and we've hardly used any shuriken at all. So feel free to sort of like hang back and keep throwing those. Other than that, that's the end of the stage. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.